Hello and a very warm welcome to Her Space. In this podcast, it's all about women inspiring women. We tell stories, our African stories, which are rich and are diverse. Today we have a very, very special guest, a good friend of mine, a business founder, a woman who has supported me a lot also in my business journey. She is the expert who turns passion into profit. And I'll let her introduce herself. Karibu sana Frida. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
My name is Frida Owinga, and I help people turn their passion into profit.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me here.
Karibu sana. And I love the simplicity of turning passion into profit. And I'm sure everyone is just like, how do I do that?
See me behind the tent.
We shall definitely do that because it's for fees.
Exactly.
You have to pay for it.
Profit.
Because that's also how you make your profit.
That's right.
Most welcome to Her Space. So we created this podcast to tell our stories, because it is through our stories that people pick out insights, lessons, and every African story is rich with deep lessons. You remember how it was when you were growing up. So let's begin with you telling us about your own journey into motherhood, especially, and how motherhood has shaped who you are today.
Wow.
And maybe before we do that, we can start with you telling us, who is Frida? And you've already told us Frida turns passion into profit.
Absolutely.
Yes. Tell us a little bit more about that.
That's what she does by day and by night.
Yes.
When we talk about Frida, we have to talk about my mother, because without my mother, I won't be here.
Yes.
I'm the last born of 6 children, and I loved my mom, and everything she was, I always hoped to be. Yeah. My mom, she was an entrepreneur in a time the name did not exist. She was married to somebody who went to work, called my father.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I really, as a young girl growing up in our home, I looked at my mom and I was like, I want to be everything this woman is. Because one, she was married to somebody who was employed, but I saw her do all kinds of little businesses.
Yeah.
What Nigerians would call petty trade.
Yes.
She sold
Those
stuff.
are the ones you've picked from them.
Those are the ones I picked from them.
Petty trade. Petty trade, is it like what we call mama mboga?
No, Mama Mboga is too petty. No, like you can sell clothes. No, she didn't sell clothes. She sold, she did tie and dye. She did stuff like this. And then
like
she sold
she
it.
was a
So
fundi.
this is batik. She didn't shona. She'd buy the fabric.
Okay.
She learned how to do this at Maendeleo ya Wanawake.
Oh wow! They used to do training on the.
Yes, how to do batik. This is batik.
Okay.
And how to do tie and dye. But what really amazed me about my mom, Edna, is she didn't go to school. Because her father grew up telling her that because she's a girl, there's no need of wasting money taking her to school.
Yeah.
Somebody will marry her,
Yeah.
and then she'll be sorted.
Oh.
But here she was, she didn't go to school. She learned how to read. She learned how to do business. She helped other women to do
Yes.
business. So I always wanted to be like her, because I felt if this is what education can do, no disrespect to my dad,
Yeah.
because he went to work and he came home every day and sat on the same chair.
Yeah.
But here was this woman who was being so versatile, doing different things. And when she did these different things, when she came home, the environment changed. The
It
food
was
we ate
vibrant.
changed. Yeah. The food we ate changed. The clothes we wore changed. My dad was great. Don't hear me saying that my dad wasn't great, but he did just the kawaida things. So looking at my mom, I felt I want to be like this woman and I want to be more. Just do what she's doing bigger. And that's why I say we cannot talk about me without talking about my mom.
Yeah.
So she embodied that, and the next thing she embodied for me was spirituality. My mom loved God. She didn't go to school, but she learned how to read the Bible so that she learned how to read so she could read the Bible.
I've heard that from people, how people read, were able to read the Bible, but they hadn't gone to school.
She learned how to read so she could read the Bible.
Amazing.
And she brought us up with values of the Bible. Even today when I speak, you'll always hear me say, my favorite book says this, my favorite book says the other.
Yes.
Not because I'm the best Christian, but that is just my value system. So that is who Frida is. Frida is somebody who loves business. She's a Christian. She loves God, and she loves helping people.
Awesome. And that's beautiful. And may your mama continue resting well I'm sure
I'm sure she's busy in heaven.
very busy
doing something.
doing something.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. And I'm sure she's so proud of you. And you've
Glory to
become
God.
exactly that because you're also very diverse.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. How did you find the turning passion, the whole turning passion into profit? How did you how was that born? And you've done very well because you've kind of touched many businesses, including mine,
Oh,
with
yes, thank you.
tools. And I love your innovative tools, the way you always come up with different tools.
That was my mom.
That was your mom.
Yeah.
Turning batik to clothes.
So I started Passion Profit. I had lived abroad for 10 years. And when I came back in 2009, people were coming to my office to ask me for work. When I
Yes.
came home, I set up a small office. I wanted to do leadership training.
Yes.
All right. Because the little school I went to when I was in America was organizational leadership and management.
Okay.
And then I came at a time when people were saying there's no leadership in Kenya. So I
Okay.
felt like the savior of the world. I was going to teach people
Fix
leadership training. Yes.
And we still need to fix it.
We are fixing it as we go.
Maybe restart.
I think reset, but
yes,
anyway.
reset, yes.
People are coming to ask me for work, and the people who are coming to ask me for work, I'd ask them, what kind of work can you do? They'd say anything. No, first they would give me an envelope.
Oh.
And then inside the envelope, I'd find papers. So I'd ask them, I asked you, what
CVs.
can you do? CVs, my degree. So I said, I asked you, what can you do? I respect that you have these papers, but you need to be able to say what you can do
Yeah.
or what you want to do.
Yes.
So that is when I sat home and I was thinking to myself, why did I really come back? There's no work. People are looking for work.
Yes.
And I remember God leading me to Matthew 25 and 14, the parable of the talents. And he said, all these people coming to you looking for work, you have a skill that you can help them. You love business, you can show them how to do business, because I did small business management in the US.
Okay.
So that's how Passion Profit was started, to help these people asking me for work, how to create work for themselves and make some money.
Awesome.
Yes.
And so you look at their papers, and how would that morph into a business?
I don't look at your papers.
Okay.
Papers is for job, because
Okay.
we've gone to school to get work,
Yeah.
but we are not getting work.
Yes.
So I just sit with them to understand their story. Who are they? What do they like doing? What kind of problems do they see that irritate them? What do people ask them to do and they do easily?
Yeah.
Because that is what your passion is. But for it to turn into profit,
Yeah.
you need to use it to solve somebody's problem, and not just anybody,
Yes.
somebody who's willing to pay for it.
Yes.
Then it becomes profit.
Yes.
I always make fun. You can sing in the shower, or you
Yes.
can sing in the studio. It's the guy who
Yes.
sings in the studio who will get paid.
Yes.
So if you're a shower singer, that's not the passion to
Yeah.
turn into profit. That's just for hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to do things that people ask you to do for them, and then the people asking you to do for them are willing to pay for it. Yes.
I like that. There's a formula there. So you need to identify your passion, and then solve a problem in the society, and ensure that the society will be willing to pay for it. Did I say it's okay?
I wouldn't look at society first. I wouldn't say that society
Or
would
people.
be willing to it.
Yeah.
Because you see, when you're testing an idea, it will be people.
Yes.
And it's good you're in marketing. It will be a
Yes.
target audience. So my target audience were people who had finished school that were looking for work,
Yes.
or people who are already working and are not making enough money. They want to do a side hustle, and they want to do it well. So ideally, your passion, that thing that you love and enjoy,
Yeah.
but it can also be that thing that irritates you.
Yes.
I was irritated by these people coming to ask for work,
Yeah.
yet they had so much education.
Yeah.
Or they had so much education.
Yeah.
And then there were no jobs, and
Yes.
they don't have money.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how can I fix this? And that's how Passion Profit started.
Yeah. And you've helped so many businesses
I
in
hope so.
Kenya. And now you've gone to Africa. Now you're the regional director for We Connect,
Jesus Christ.
looking after the whole of Africa and
By
helping
God's
many
grace.
business women in Africa. How has that experience been?
Fantastic. It's been a roller coaster.
From the US to Kenya to Africa. Tell
I
us a
started in February.
Okay.
I started in February this year. Sometimes I say that, I'm like, really? But
It looks like you've been there for a
For a
longer
longer
time.
time, yeah.
The impact is big.
I find it I find it divine because what I do at We Connect is an extension of what I was already doing.
Yes.
I've worked with SMEs in Kenya since 2009.
Yeah.
At We Connect, my role is to identify, train, certify, and connect women to our member buyers. Our member buyers are corporates who are saying that we have, in fact, right now they have $4 trillion to spend. And they're around
Frida, say that again.
$4 trillion.
And we are broke.
Yes, I'll show you how you can get that $4 trillion, part of it.
Guys, Frida, we shall all be at your door because we need to find the dollars.
Come.
Yes.
Because they're saying they have $4 trillion to spend, and only 1% of it is going to women.
Yeah.
So they become members of We Connect so that We Connect can help them to increase that 1%. And we're saying even if we increase it to 5%, it's better than 1%, but we would like to do more.
Yeah.
So we identify women who are women-owned businesses. You own 51% of your company, and we train you and we certify you. The key thing we do is we certify you.
Okay.
And certify you that you're a woman-owned business and you qualify to, I don't want to use the word qualify. The certification is like a pre-qualification to work for corporate.
Ah.
Yes, and we do that in Africa. We do it in Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa.
In terms of the countries that you work with?
Yes, in Africa right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So for somebody to apply, they just go to your website?
Registration is absolutely free on our website, www.weconnectinternational.org. Go under women-owned businesses, click on register here. When you click on register here, it will say supplier registration. You'll give very little information about who you are, your business, what percent of it do you own. You'll hit send and then you should get an email immediately because that is verified, the first verification that you are 51% owned or you're a 51% owned business.
Yes.
So once you do that, you get an invitation email to certify. To certify, you set up your account on our portal.
Yes.
And when you're setting up your account on our portal, you're going to set up your business documents because the corporate needs to see that you are a formal business.
And you're compliant.
And you're compliant,
Yes.
exactly. So there's a set of documents that you put in there, which is what corporates use to pre-qualify.
To pre-qualify businesses.
So it kind of gives you 3 steps ahead anyway.
Yes.
So once you do that, then you can decide to certify. To certify is $350.
Okay.
This is not a membership fee. It's just like somebody can be certified to be a CPAK or whatever. You are certifying so that a corporate can see you are a legit woman-owned business.
Yeah.
You are open for business. Yes.
That's amazing. Go to weconnect.international.org.
Yes.
And access $4 trillion.
Absolutely.
Be part of it.
Start the process.
Start the process
Yes,
of accessing.
yes,
And
yes.
that's amazing because, and that's the beginning of turning your passion to profit.
That absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I
You
love
get
that.
access.
It's the simplicity of how you speak to women entrepreneurs. In your experience and even in your own, because I'm sure you've faced challenges doing business, what would you say the future looks like for women in business in Africa?
It's pink, it's bright.
Awesome. It's like my studio.
It's like your studio. Yes.
I'm writing.
The reason I say it's pink, it's time for the women to thrive. But what is stopping them is they keep thinking, I'm a woman, I can't do this, or I'm a woman. We have this, we are in Kenya, this woye mentality, yeah. So before, like I'm telling you about my mom, she didn't go to school,
Yes.
she couldn't open her own account, but look at what she did.
Yes.
Her stuff was being imported to the US, to Australia, because she joined Maendeleo ya Wanawake and she learned how to do this stuff. She learned how to package pots and help other women to work with them.
Yes.
So today there are so many more Maendeleo ya Wanawakes. There should be no woman complaining out there. We don't have access to information. There is the internet.
Yes, now it's
You see,
open to all.
I mean, we are living in a time where everything is almost answering to us. The supplier diversity and inclusion. You hear now our member buyers are saying we have 4 trillion, we want to support more women.
Yes.
But the woman is not ready because she keeps looking in the mirror and saying, I'm a woman-owned business. We even come up with names, WSME. There's somebody saying WSME and I'm like, what is it? I never
WSME
wake
is
up in
woman
the
SME.
morning. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm an SME. I'm a businesswoman. I
Yes.
never wake up in the morning or or go to bed thinking I'm a woman business owner. I'm a business owner.
Yes.
Because I never saw my mom behave like a woman business owner. She did what she needed to do to get her business out. She got the support she needed in her time.
Yes.
And how much more do we have today? We really need to pass through that paradigm of thinking I'm a woman. Yes, you're a woman. You are created differently, but you are not created lesser. You are not created to compete with a man. You're just created to be a woman and do what you need to do based on your skills, your talent, and what you don't have, you can still get. Shida iko wapi?
I know.
Yeah.
So is it a mindset that we need to work on, or what do you see as?
It is our mindset, period. Paradigm shift. Yeah.
Of our mind.
If you decide you're going to Paris today, you're not going to start thinking, oh yeah, I'm a woman going to Paris. No, you go to
Edna boarding the flight.
Yeah, you go to a travel agent, find out which is the best route to go to Paris. You'll find out, do I need a visa? What does it require to take a visa? There's no line for women and there's no line for men.
No.
We're all on the same line, even when we get into the aeroplane. So I do accept, during my mom's time, you couldn't open an account. Today you can open an account. Today, if you're going to buy land, you still need your husband's signature if you're married. If you're not, you can buy your land. I mean, we are not where we'd like to be, but we have moved so many steps.
Forward.
So, and then there's so many things, like when you see procurement readiness and organizations are saying that we want to do this for women, it doesn't mean because I'm a woman, I'll walk in and I'll get it. No, it means that I need to show I'm formal. There's a list of things that I need to do. So if I do those things, I'll get access. I may not get access today, but I keep at it. It's not the only thing I'm doing. I always tell people in procurement, you may be rejected today. You keep at it. I've been rejected by financial institutions. Today I serve them. All right. Because I go back and ask, why did I, what did I do wrong? All right. There's a one who rejected me for 2 years, but I wanted to work with them. I kept going back. So women, it is the mindset and emotions.
No, you're right, actually.
If we can, and emotions are not bad because God gave us feelings for a reason. So we need to manage them. All right. Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? What can I do to feel better, or what can I do to change this feeling? Be conscious and take charge of them because they're yours. They don't have to just go haywire. So I'd like to. I think it's our mindset and it's also our emotions. And let's just enjoy being women. If you want to cry, cry, but gather yourself and go back and try again until you get it. And there's so many doors to knock.
Keep knocking.
If one financial institution says, no, try this one, try the other one, and then come back here. By the time you come back, the person who said no will have probably left anyway. So we sit, when we hear one no, we cry, we fret, we go to WhatsApp. No, there are many doors. Every no gets you closer to a yes, because if you learn from the no, you get better, and it becomes easier, and you soon get your yes anyway.
I love that. That mentality can get us going. It is in our mind, and we have so much power. We have so much power. You actually, realize that women move spaces. They move spaces even in their own homes. Like you said, when your mother showed up, the home just refreshed.
Absolutely.
And she made decisions, you said, about what you're eating, about many things.
Because she worked with that man. That's the other thing. She was not trying to compete with my father. She was the home manager. And you could see they had a silent arrangement. You see, because I didn't see them fighting. They are Christians, but I didn't see them fighting. But I always saw, when my dad came home at the end of the month, there are things that he would do, but then my mom would sustain the rest of the month. Because salary is one time a month. And that's why I was like, I don't want a job. I want to work for myself.
I see that. I see that. And you've done a very good job with that, Frida. And at the beginning, and I think I'm sure our audience have felt the same. At the beginning, it sounds like tough love. I remember the very first time we had a session.
I wonder what I did to you.
Tough love. You feel like, Frida, seriously, I'm a woman. I want to cry more. Like, allow me to
cry and finish and come back.
But the resilience, like just encouraging us to keep knocking, to keep. And as you said, by the time you go around all these financial institutions, when you're coming back, maybe even the same person who was still there says yes.
Yeah.
Because by the time you're also going around, you're also collecting experience. And you're also
The one who rejected me 2 years, it was still the same person.
Yeah.
I didn't have beef with them. I was
Yes.
just like, this is a corporate. I'm a small business owner.
Yes.
There's something they want me to do.
Yes.
I'll humble myself, go back and do it, and then come back.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Eventually, we worked together.
Yes.
And we worked together for a good 2 years. The
Yes.
season ended. I moved on.
Yeah.
I think something that, again, I'm seeing as I speak to you, Edna, is perhaps lack of a vision. Many times we start a business because we want to put food on the table, and there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I say, I need to increase my income. However, when you have a vision,
Yes.
I got a vision that, number one, I hated poverty and I wanted to help people create work.
Did you tell them you are Luo? You hated poverty?
Luo and poverty don't
Cannot
rhyme.
walk
They
together.
cannot work together. Two cannot work together
No,
except
no,
they
no,
be agreed.
no.
No. I always tell people Jesus is a Luo.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, my yoke is easy and light. He says, I'll supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. Nani kama mjaluo. Let's go back to our topic.
Yes.
Oh my God, I even forgot what I was going to say.
I know. When we went to that story. Yeah, no, it's just the way you were saying about the bank that finally.
This rejection story, Edna.
Yeah.
It's your
vision.
having a vision.
Yes.
You see, I had a vision. The business that I just started because I wanted to put food on the table. I stopped it when I got a target audience that were coming to me for a specific help. So I decided with this help that they need, I need to foster creation of decent work because this person doesn't have a job, but this one has a job and doesn't have enough money.
Yeah.
How can I help them bridge that gap?
Yes.
So turning your passion into profit does not mean that you won't have a job.
Yes.
Decent work does not mean you just work for one person 8 to 5.
Yes.
It means that you work for an organization, you provide a solution.
Yes.
I'm providing a solution at We Connect based on my over 20 years of experience working with SMEs.
Yes.
So I'm contributing value based on the networks that I have had over these years.
Yes.
Even as who I am as I sit here, I can still represent We Connect because I'm doing one thing in multiple spaces.
Yes.
I've never just supported women as SMEs. I always say that this is my last mile.
Yes.
That, God brought this opportunity.
Yeah.
So I've always worked with SMEs since 2009.
Men and women.
Yeah,
Yes.
but now I'm saying women, there's this opportunity for you.
Yes.
And this opportunity to connect you to corporate, to member buyers who are corporates.
Yes.
So we unlock more revenue for you. Perfect fit.
Yeah.
Because I have a vision.
A big one.
And poverty creates decent work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And poverty create decent work. And that is
Bila pesa, you can't create
sustainable
work.
development goals. Yeah.
Exactly. So have a vision and align with the sustainable development goal because your partners will be interested to know which one. But even before your partners are interested to know, you will now be able to see clearer who should I connect with, who should I align with. So you are not going to every corporate. You can't supply every corporate.
No.
All right. Find the ones that you are aligned with and work with those.
Yeah.
And you can't supply only corporate. So you have to tier your products and your offerings. So Nivio too.
Guys, that was SME 101. It's called SME MBA 101. Mary, if you don't make profits, siniangalia hapa tena.
Tukutane pale nyuma ya tent.
Yes, na ulipe fees. Because that is a lot of education, Frida. That is a whole, master's degree in business. Simple things.
It's really
Vision, end poverty, create jobs, access, institutions that are ready to do business with us. And they have 1%. So we have over 30% to meet if they want to get to 30%.
And you see, the thing about what I like about procurement readiness is you don't just have to sit and wait for when an RFP is floated.
Yeah.
You can propose. All right. There's a lady who is certified at We Connect. She made a proposal to one of our member buyers of something she can do for them during one of their events. She sent me an email today. I was like, what? But you see, you have to know what problem are you solving and who cares about this solution and be willing to knock on that door with your proposal and be given feedback that this is crap. We don't need it.
And so that feedback,
use it to come back.
Yeah.
Use that feedback to come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, not to sit down and cry.
And to knock the next door. Amazing. And we've seen growth by that because we have to be resilient. And I think
have
God
to.
gave women even more resilience,
I
We
believe
don't
so.
give up easily.
Giving birth is
Yeah.
a touch
Let's
of
talk a little bit
resilience.
about Frida, the mother.
I'm a mother of 3
Mother of
and a
3.
grandmother of 3.
Oh, nowadays you're a grandma.
But what do you mean nowadays I'm a grandma? My first grandchild is 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
nowadays for 10 years.
Mary was thinking you're Gen Z.
Yeah, yeah, but I have a leader. I'm not leaderless. And I have a head. No offense to Gen Zs.
I know.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I have 3 children. I started early. My oldest son is 34. He has 3 children.
Wow, Frida, you're keeping well.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
For a mother of a 34.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then my second son is 32. He's an IT guy. He stays in his room and does his IT stuff, but he really supports the association. He does all our IT related stuff.
Okay.
Then my youngest son is he's a music director. He likes to sing. He's taken after his father. He sings, he plays drums, he plays all the instruments, and he teaches other children. If you have a
Okay.
child who wants to play drums or guitar or what do you
Yeah.
call it, keyboard,
Okay.
he has his little school coming up, Passion into Profit.
You're now turning the passion to profit.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Wow. So you have 3 boys.
I have
How
3
was your
boys.
motherhood journey like?
My motherhood journey was rough. It was very rough because I separated with my husband when my youngest child was 7. So that was
that was
7. Yeah, that was hard on them. And then when I relocated and came back, we had a very distressful time. And then because you see, I left them because they are boys. I felt I was in a strained relationship. So when I left them, I felt because I'm leaving them with their father, their boys, they'll be okay. That was stupid me. But yeah, so when I came back and their father had passed away, so I came back, well,
Oh,
now I'm the only
sorry.
parent. They're going to jump when I come back. Ta-da! There was nothing like that. I got a 3-bedroom house. I told them where I live. They never moved out.
From
To
their
come back,
dad.
their dad had passed away. Wherever they were living, they never came to live with me. Yeah, this is a long
How
story.
was
That is a
that?
story for another day.
Another podcast.
It was an awakening. It was a big awakening because I made an assumption.
Yeah.
Of course, now we have had lots of conversations where I've let them know that I know I left. I don't know because I can't say that I regret leaving because if I never left, I wouldn't have become who I am today.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry my leaving, it affected you, but I'm here now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What can we do
Yeah.
to be together, to work together? It has been a process.
Yeah.
But I used to create WhatsApp groups and they would leave me there.
Inside
This thing be televised, yeah.
Allah.
Boys.
We jongeleshe.
So they'd leave me there. I don't know what was going through their minds, but anyway, I haven't asked them that. But today we are friends.
Oh my God. How did you overcome that?
How did I overcome?
How old were they when you were coming back?
I left for 10 years.
So they had a 10-year with their dad?
Yeah. They had less than 10 years because their dad died 2 years before I came back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you might say they had 8 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their dad loved them and he was a good guy. Yeah, we just couldn't stay together.
And so now when you came back, they were with like relatives?
With like relatives, of course, the dad had another wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they were not coming back to your house?
Who are not coming back to my house.
The kids were not coming back, or?
You see, they were grown and they were living somewhere. Yeah, because they were 17.
Okay.
Already 17, if I count 2 years back, but
Yeah, 15,
they were grown.
14. They were in high school.
Yeah, the youngest was in high school. The oldest had finished high school, was getting into campus. Yeah.
And how is it now?
Now 2 of them are my roommates. One is married and gone. Yeah. In fact, the first one helps me in the association. He's the community director for SME Founders Association. The second one is the IT director. He does all things IT, our newsletter, our emails, and all that. The youngest, like I said, is a music director.
Yeah.
But he's, I always say, he's the home manager.
Yeah.
He really takes care of the home. He makes sure that we've shopped, there's food and stuff like that. And even when I have guests, I don't think I'm a normal woman, but anyway, when I have guests, is the one who will come around and me, I'm just talking to you. He'll come and say, "Can we get you something to drink?" Then I'll be like, "Oh my God, ridiculous!"
Oh, like asking you.
No, he'll be
Or
asking the guest.
Oh, you hadn't remembered the guest came.
Me, I'm busy chapping story. Can we get you? Do you want tea or something? And then he will
Okay.
make it for the guest.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. What lessons have you taken from that? Maybe to
The
encourage
lessons-
someone else.
Don't assume. Children are, number one, children are very, how can I say, they're very conscious, they're very alert.
Yeah.
When I had struggles in my marriage, when I left, I stayed first because of the children.
Yes.
Then I left.
Yes.
So I remember when I came back, my middle son saying that, I noticed that you and dad had a strained relationship.
Okay.
He was older now.
He had already
So,
seen it.
yeah. So I'm not saying leave your spouse. I'm saying fix it or talk to the children and let them know what is going on because it's going to affect them.
Yes.
All right. And then number two, separations are hard. So
Yeah.
manage them well. All right. So I believe when I left, I could have done, they were little, but I could have done better in staying in touch with them.
Yeah.
Because one of the things they have told me is that they always wondered, where was I?
Okay.
Dad kept saying, I'm coming back, but I'm not coming back. What exactly was going on?
Yeah.
So I think they could be, whether somebody decides to go or to stay, I
Yeah.
think they should communicate to the children.
Yeah.
And if they separate, they should have a way of still communicating.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, it's not just about me and the guy. It's
Yes.
also about these other,
The children.
these children, the future society.
Yes.
And these are the people that are going to be the HRs and the what and the what.
Yeah.
So for me, that's the biggest lesson. So, and then in coming back and working on our relationship, just trying to get them to understand whatever reason made me to leave has nothing to do with your dad
Yeah.
and you guys. All right. It's purely between me and him. It is a decision I made. I
Yeah.
did not want to live with him anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not because you are bad or you are this or the other, because I don't know how children get that luggage on themselves.
Yeah, they try to
Yeah. So
explain
I
to
had
themselves.
I had to really get that to them. And then I also had to get to them. I can't bring back the past, but I'm
Yes.
here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you're feeling. If you need help, tuongee, lakini me, that is where I am. Yeah.
That's good. Did you use other support mechanisms like therapy?
Now, me, I'm not of the therapy age.
You're of Jesus.
No. Okay, let me tell you.
I'm
I
kidding.
believe in therapy. I believe
Yeah.
in support. All right, because like I've told them, if you need therapy or stuff like that, I can pay for you. I'm happy to come with you, because I believe there's a reason why we now have those kinds of professionals.
Yes.
But I always make fun and feel like this is going to be silly and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
You see, they don't have a dad, but I don't have a dad and a mom.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Obama grew without his
But then
dad
this
and
is
mom.
tea.
I will drink it.
Okay.
You understand? So I think there's room to have a balanced way of looking at your situation.
Yes.
You get that? Yes, it's sad you don't have a dad. Then I say, me, I don't have a dad and a mom. Nasi niko tu sawa.
Yeah.
And somebody might say that's why I really need therapy. All right. That's when you were growing up. Oh, I wasn't hugged. My dad was a silent guy. He was silent, but he was there. He took care of me. That is the way I see it. But I hear now young people say, oh, my dad, wanapenda kubebwa sana. So I'm of another generation, and maybe that is why I need to stop. Ask me another question. Let me sip my tea. Ama utapata a subscription hapa. That woman is very hard on women. That is who I am. Going for therapy. I'm not a therapist. It's all right. You can go.
No, but I like that you.
I'll bring your little Turkish glasses, my friend.
No, but I like that you're so practical.
No, life
Yeah,
is very practical.
yeah.
It depends on the books you read and the channels
I
you watch.
know.
Me, I watch Channel Jesus, all right?
Yeah, and
he
you
helps
love
me.
Jesus,
And
Frida.
he loves me.
Yeah, for a long
he
time I
loves
thought
me.
you're a pastor.
I am a pastor.
Yes.
I am a pastor. And the pastors who ordained me are coming to Kenya. How excited I am.
Amen. Oh, wow. Please invite us. I hope we'll do something.
They're coming to see animals. I don't know if they're coming to see people, to preach to people. We'll see. I'll ask them.
Which church?
Jubilee Christian Church International, but not this one of DOZ.
Okay.
It's a one in Nigeria. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we look forward. Please invite us for a time of worship. You're amazing, Frida. My God. But I didn't even know that part of your story, which thank you so much for sharing that.
Which one?
I know, I love
Of my children.
Yeah, even of your motherhood journey. And that is, and so now you're a granny, you're enjoying your little ones. How is that?
I don't know how I'm enjoying my little. I love them because they come and they go back to their parents.
Okay.
Like, no, I did my time.
I like that.
Yeah, I did my I love my grandchildren. And they love me. Like yesterday they were saying to me, miss Shosh.
Okay.
I said, a minimum, miss like, kidogo. I'll tell you when you can
You'll
come.
deal with them when
when
you're
I'm
ready. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. We do obviously need another session, especially to talk about women in business, because that's big. And that is your forte. And that is how you can help so many, and that's how you're helping already.
That's
so many
my calling.
African women have all that. So when you think about a woman out there who is juggling business, family, and all that, what are some of the 2 things that you tell them to do in terms of, how would you encourage them?
First of all, I'd ask them to stop thinking they're juggling. They're just living. Because I saw my mom living. All right. She
Very
woke up in the
rich.
morning. She got the house ready. She got us ready for school.
Yeah.
I saw her go to Mendeloya Wanawake and come back and do all kinds of things with us.
Yes.
She involved us in her business. So I think there's this mentality that we have that this is life, this is business, this is work.
Yeah.
No, life is one. You integrate it.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you choose how to integrate it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of us consultants who tell you, do this, wake up at 5, do your 1 hour devotion, wake up at 3. No. You need to decide.
Yeah.
Where I am, that's why vision is important.
Yeah.
What do I want to achieve in this life?
Yes.
What is the difference that I want to make? What are my options?
Yes.
What should be my priorities? And then panga your life.
Yes.
Make it authentic. There's too many of us. Today we listen to her space and do what Edna says.
Yes.
Tomorrow we listen to Oprah, we do what Oprah says.
Yes.
It works for her, it works for you.
Yes.
But you need to find out what works for Frida.
Yes.
Love yourself, love others as you love yourself.
Yeah.
We don't love ourselves enough to listen to what works for us and be brave enough to do it.
Exactly.
Because we're like, hey, ati niende kwa her space niseme niliacha bwanangu na watoto. It is the fact.
Yes.
You get.
Yeah.
So I've realized that everything we go through, something happens to us, then we go through.
Yes.
It's not for us, it's for somebody else.
Yes.
Somebody may be hearing me today and wondering, should I leave or should I stay?
Yeah.
Decide based on what you want to achieve in this life,
Yeah.
what you want to change in this life, make the decision.
Yeah.
All right. Too many of us go asking people what they need to do,
Yeah.
but it's all in here.
The answer is already in your,
Yeah.
you know the answer.
You know the answer. Just news if you are coming out from your house and you're thinking, hingo ni tight, Edna, hingo ni tight, toa, tafute ingine. The end.
You already know the tight, that's why you are asking.
Yeah, so you, and then Edna also loves you, and they'll say, no, sit tight.
Sit tight sana.
Quisha.
Yeah.
Sit tight sana. Quisha.
It's already tight.
So you must have some mechanism, some values and mechanism of making your own decisions and own them.
Yes.
All right. If you're suffering, have a support system that can help you definitely.
Yes.
But support system is not Jesus.
Yes.
That every day you come, Edna, oh Edna, oh Edna. I have to ask my mentor. No.
Yeah.
My friends know me. You cannot tell me the same problem 3 times. You'll tell me the first time you'll cry. When you finish crying, I'll say, what are we going to do about this thing? You'll tell me. Si utaenda, utarudi, crying again. I'll just listen. I'll say, last time we cried about this thing, and we said we are going to do A, B, C, D.
Yes.
What have you done so far?
About it.
Oh, nothing yet. Huwezi rudi.
Yeah. The third
time ukirudi, I'll remind you. Ushakuja mara mbili, and we said A, B, C, D. Do you know if you don't do any of these A, B, C, D, you'll continue crying?
Yes.
I don't have any more bandwidth. I can get you a therapy, and I know everybody.
Yes.
What can we do so that can we get you a therapist or can we get you an accountant? Is it a tax auditor you need?
Yes.
Because I don't have bandwidth of crying people. I'm kind. I will listen.
Yes.
Then we'll find a solution.
Yes.
Then we need to move on.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
the path of the just is like a shining light. It shines brighter and brighter.
Amen.
Crying may endure for the night, but light comes in the morning. You can't. Even God does not want you crying every day.
That's why he
No.
says, cry for the night, joy comes in the morning.
Yes. And in the morning is as soon as you get a light.
Yes.
So you mean to say I can do that? Let me go and try that. But you can't get light and then still come back tomorrow in darkness. No. Okay, you can come back to somebody else, but not to me.
Yeah. You need to move forward.
Yeah, me, I'm moving.
You need to keep people moving forward.
We need to find a way to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Because we are progressive. There's no
Yes.
perfect place. There'll always be somebody talking about you. There'll always be a situation not working at work. There'll always be a relationship that is not good.
Yeah.
That's where resilience comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the situation. It is what it is. What is the least I can do
Yes.
to feel better?
Yes.
To move forward.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Even if it means let me sleep, I'll think about it in the morning. Sleep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But you can't just be regurgitating the same thing over and over again. No.
Wow.
We were not created that way. Because he has said very clearly that he whose mind is stayed on him
Yes.
has perfect peace.
Yes.
When my mind is stayed on Edna and that debt and whatever else somebody has done to me and I'm still offended with it, my mind has shifted.
Yes.
I won't enjoy that peace.
Yes.
So I have to have a meter in me to know my peace has moved.
Yes.
How do I need to come back here? And it doesn't mean that when I now focus on him,
Yes.
it's going to go away immediately.
Yes.
I'll have to keep reminding myself.
Yes.
All right? I'm not focusing there, I'm focusing here.
Yeah.
Your eyes have to have one steady place, a focus that you're
Yes.
looking at. You can't look here and look there
Yeah.
and enjoy life. No.
You need to stay focused.
You'll be tossed to and fro like the wind. Yeah. Kuwa na msimamo.
I like that. I like that. And we have to have a msimamo.
You must.
Thank you so much, Frida. There's
you.
somebody out there, as you're saying, maybe like this, like that, has a bit of passion, has a bit of, what would you tell them? Just 2 words to turn their passion into profit. Because you're the woman who turns passion into profit.
Enjoy your life, right? You have one life. Find out what you love to do, enjoy it. And find people who love you doing whatever it is that you love to do and do it together. Stop focusing on people who don't appreciate your value. Find those who value you and celebrate you. Focus on those guys and have fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Frida. Thank you so much, because today you're very versatile, just like your mom.
Thank you.
You're good at business. You're also good at life. You're also preaching. You're blending all of them together.
Because that's how he created us.
Amazing. You're amazing.
I give God the glory.
You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for gracing, for honoring the invitation. Thank you for educating us. I promise, Mary, we must have Frida back here to teach us only business. The people are cracked up. Yeah, it's a mess. Everyone is on the floor. Don't forget to record. And you know, I like the way you're so, what is it called? You're like the Gen Zs. You're just, what is it called? Blunt. Or what is it called? Yani, like
That's one thing I like about them.
you don't have two things. It's black or white. Usilie mara mbili hapo, usikuje mara ya tatu. Yeah, please.
There are friends of mine who've asked me about business.
Yes.
And then I told them, you know what? You're going to be fired.
Yes.
And
From your work.
Yeah. The way unaenda, all right? And they have gotten fired. So now after they're fired, then they come and say, okay, I need to, please show me. I said, I can't show you quickly like that. All this time I've been telling you is start. It's not possible.
Yes.
Another one I've told you enough times what you need to do.
Yes.
After you've done them, you can come back. Otherwise, don't come back.
Yeah.
She even says that when she talks about her business and I go and speak. She's a speaker. If she invites me to speak when she's graduating women or whatever, she says, this is the lady I often tell you guys told me that I should not come back to her.
And that's true.
I'm sure I dealt like that with you or something.
Of course. Kufukuzwa ndio zetu. And now you either do that or don't.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, because I don't have anything else to tell you until you do
yeah.
that one.
But
Yeah,
you're
I
an amazing.
don't.
You're actually an amazing coach.
Give God the
Yeah,
glory.
you coach this way. You know, you're very practical,
And I acknowledge I'm not here to coach. I can't coach baby girl,
Yeah.
kamami, nakababa. No, I'm not. Those people who come to say, I'm looking for somebody who can push me. No, I just tell them, wrong number.
Don't push anyone.
I don't push people.
Yeah.
When you will borrow, I can't. No. I'm not here to party yangu. This show needs to end.
It needs to end, and it has. Thank you so much, because you already gave your final remarks. Thank you so much, Frida. We can't thank you enough.
And this tea is good.
Yes,
Thank you.
and I'm Mary. I've told my executive producer we have to bring you back here
So
that
me
so that we talk
I
about
have conditions
business.
for coming back here, my friend.
Yeah, now
That's all
now
I'm
we'll
going
meet
to
those
say.
ones now.
Alright,
Yeah,
okay.
the next time you'll not potential. But thank you so much.
That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you,
I'm happy
Frida.
to come back.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've had so much fun with this.
I knew I'd have fun. Once I sit here.
Just crying. Okay, with my teary eyes. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. We had the amazing Frida Owinga, the woman who turns passion into profit. Please follow her on all her social media pages, LinkedIn at Frida Owinga.
Frida Owinga.
Passion Profit, if you Google it, it's up on her website and all her socials, to get such kind of knowledge every day about how to turn your passion into profit. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe and continue following us. Till the next episode, bye-bye.